Good evening, guys. What the heck is leverage? You're probably wondering how a small investor like yourself can trade such large amounts of money. Think of your broker as a bank who basically fronts you 100,000 to buy currencies. All the bank asks from you is that you give it 1,000 as a good faith deposit, which it will hold for you but not necessarily keep. Sounds too good to be true. This is how Forex trading using leverage works. Okay, the amount of leverage you use will depend on your broker and what you feel comfortable with. Basically, the broker will require a deposit, also known as margin. Once you have deposited your money, you will then be able to trade. The broker will also specify how much margin you require per position or lot traded. For example, if the allowed leverage is 100 to 1 or 1% of position required, and you wanted to trade a position worth 100,000, but you only have 5,000 in your account, no problem. As your broker would set aside 1,000 as a as a deposit and let you borrow the rest. Of course, any losses or gains will be deducted or added to the remaining cash balance in your account. The minimum security margin for each lot will vary from broker to broker. You get? It will vary from broker to broker. In the example above, the broker required a 1% margin. This means that for every 100% traded, the broker wants 1,000 as a deposit on the opposite or on the opposition. You get? Let's say you want to buy one standard for lot 1,000 of USD. If your account is allowed 100 to 1 leverage, you will have to put up to 1,000 as margin. The 1,000 is not a fee, it's a deposit. You get it back when you close your trade. The reason the broker requires the deposit is that while the trade is open, there's the risk that you would lose money on the position. Assuming that the USD JPY trade is the only position you have opened in your account, you would have to maintain your account's equity, absolute value of your trade account of at least 1,000 at all times in order to be allowed to keep the trade open. If USD JPY permits and your trading losses cause your account equity to fall below 1,000, the broker system would automatically close out your trade to prevent further losses. You get the point? This is a safety mechanism to prevent your account balance from going negative. Understanding how margin trade makes it so important that we have deducted a whole section to it later in the school. It is a must read if you do want to borrow, if you don't want to borrow out your account. Yep. So that's leverage. So leverage is actually the basic amount of money you're given by the broker in order to back up your stand in the market. Because in the market, you won't go there with your 1,000 or 5,000. So the broker will give you 100,000 plus that added value of yours, but you are trading against in the market, and all losses and incurred based on your actual amount invested. That's what we call leverage.